their own 24-yard line.
Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ready?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Newton. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down throw, Watson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Cowboys nothing.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Watson, and it's caught. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover. Get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Watson. He finds Latavius Murray. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Watson looks to throw again, escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Again, it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 2nd down and goal. Watson, this is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They run. Robinson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Washington going to send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He finds his running back, Nixon. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And 4.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a timeout taken.
8 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the 50, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Intended for James Robinson. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A final shot before the break. Newton being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson off play action. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And 4.
Operating from the gun, Watson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. From the gun, Watson forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Watson going with a screen for Murray. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Has a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back now in Arlington. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ball carrier.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Washington on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
On 1st down, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
The 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Cam goes out wide quickly. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Newton to the left side here for Eifert. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
To throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Watson escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Greg Zerline lining up for the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Boys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.